What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Centopani. I want to share with you something today that I think you're going to absolutely love. Not only is this a recipe that is incredibly easy, it's simple, it's also delicious, all right? We're going to make sweet potatoes. And this recipe makes sweet potatoes so enjoyable all year round. I mean, a lot of people who watch what they eat will incorporate sweet potatoes because they are a great source of carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, potassium, and they taste great. It's just so simple. 4 ingredients. We've got potatoes, coconut oil, salt, pumpkin pie spice. Right? That's really kind of the secret ingredient that takes it over the top. And prep time, I mean, maybe like 10 minutes. The majority of the time, these things are just going to be in the oven doing their thing. But I'm going to show you a few key things, all right, in the process that are going to make a huge difference. First of all, let's wrap these potatoes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the environmentally friendly approach. Just kidding. Take your fork. 1, 2, 3. Wrap them up. Put it on a baking sheet. 1, 2, 3. By wrapping them up, you're going to keep all the moisture in there. And that's going to do 2 things. It's going to make the potatoes have an unbelievable texture. You know, sometimes you could make a sweet potato and the texture be almost a little bit dry versus you make a sweet potato and it's like oozing and it's just like caramelized and it's just delicious. By wrapping them, that's what it's gonna do. But make sure you put them on a baking sheet, because if you just put them on like the rack in your oven, a lot of times all that stuff is gonna ooze out and then it's gonna spill onto the bottom of your oven and it's just gonna make a mess, and then when you reheat your oven, it's gonna smoke and it's just gonna be a fucking disaster. 1, 2, 3. And again, the greatest thing, there's like no ingredients to this. The prep time is like non-existent. I mean, what did that take us? Like 90 seconds? Oven is set at 400. I gotta move a rack up here so I can fit both. Those are gonna take 45 minutes, almost an hour. You're gonna know when they're ready because you're gonna reach in there, give it a squeeze, and it's just gonna be super, super soft. At which point, we're gonna unwrap them, peel those skins off, dump all the sweet potato into a bowl, mash it up with a few ingredients, and dude, that's like it. It's gonna be one of the easiest things you've ever done, and it's gonna be unbelievable. If they're not the best sweet potatoes you've ever had, I mean, barring, of course, like taking some freaking marshmallows and lighting them on fire and flambeing it and all that shit, these are gonna be pretty damn good. If you don't love these, I'll give you your money back. All right, I just did a check. The sweet potatoes are absolutely ready, so let's pull them out. This is kind of what I was talking about before, see? All that stuff oozes out. You want to make sure you got something there to catch it. Otherwise, it's going to end up all over the floor of your oven. It's going to make a mess. It's going to burn. It's going to smoke. These right now are hot, but they are soft. Even, obviously, you want to go by the biggest one, right? Because the small ones might be ready sooner, but if the big one is still firm, you got to let it cook a little bit longer. But these are all soft and ready to go. But they're gonna be hot, so I'm gonna kind of just open it up a little bit so that these can cool. That's when sweet potatoes are good, when all that kind of that sugar starts to ooze out. It's all It's stuck together. Oh my God, this is so sticky. See the way it kind of locked in all the moisture? Well, these skins are gonna come off pretty easy. Only problem is gonna be so they're gonna be so hot to the touch. Open it up a little bit so it could vent. Just gotta set it aside. Give it a few minutes to cool off. Now that I can actually touch these without burning my fingers off, just kind of get them out of the foil. And just kind of cut into them. Look at the color. When you buy sweet potatoes, you want ones with really, really rich color. The ones that are more pale inside, they don't, usually the consistency, the texture of them is lousy, and they're just not as sweet. They're just kind of like dry and bland. But when they're deep orange like this, you cook them and the, you know, sugar oozes out of them, that's when you got good ones. I'm gonna see if you kind of, oh yeah, see? That skin just kind of comes right off. Now, some of you might be saying, oh my God, why are you getting rid of the skin? That's where all the nutrients are. Not really. I mean, that whole thing is overrated. And when I'm mashing it all up, I don't really want the skins there. If you like the skins, by all means, mash them up with the skins on. And then you've got other people that say, whoa, you gotta absolutely remove the skins because the skins contain anti-nutrients and they're no good for you. I don't know. If I like the skins, I'd probably eat them. I don't, so I take them off. Again, you know, not everything is that critical. It's gonna end up being a whole debate on skins versus skinless. And at the end of the day, I just don't think it matters that much. If you like the skin, eat it. You know, take it off. If you don't cook them enough, long enough, or if you were to cook them not wrapped in foil, the skin wouldn't be coming off as easy as it's coming off right now. As you can see, these are hot, right? The steam is still coming off them. Now is the time when, shouldn't have done that. Now my spoon's dirty. Let me get another one. Now, you don't have to add coconut oil to it. You could add butter. You could add, I don't know, maybe macadamia nut oil. I like adding a little bit of fat to it, so I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons to this. So, this is about 5 pounds of potatoes, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Not a ton of fat, but enough to improve the taste and texture of it. Like I said, you could add more, you could add butter, you could add none at all. But I'm in an off season right now, it's not like I'm pre-contest. If I was, I would make sure that the oils were accounted for as part of my total intake. And now we're gonna add very, very important ingredient, pumpkin pie spice. All right, so it's a combination of cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and nutmeg. This is a half a teaspoon, so I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3 half teaspoons, 1.5 teaspoons in total. And it almost, now I don't know if everybody out there is a pumpkin pie lover. Me, I love pumpkin pie. This kind of makes it taste like I'm eating pumpkin pie filling, which I love. If anybody else has had like a sweet potato pie, kind of similar to that too. Just gonna add a little bit of salt to it. Maybe, I don't know, 1/4 teaspoon. And I'm just gonna mash this up. The potatoes are soft. It's gonna, mash right up and mix pretty easily. And you're just gonna do this until it's smooth and well mixed. And I'm telling you, I know how it is eating chicken. It gets boring. Right? You almost need something to eat with it that you enjoy, that enables you to get the chicken down with ease. For me, this is it. That's what it's gonna look like. And let's see how it tastes. This is so good. It's like something you're not supposed to be eating, or something that wouldn't fit a diet, but it totally does because it's sweet potatoes, a little bit of coconut oil, and some salt, and pumpkin pie spice. It's an absolute treat. You guys are gonna love it. The majority of time was spent with these things in the oven. What did it take? 90 seconds to poke them and wrap them, put them on a tray and pop them in the oven. The rest of the time they were cooking, a little bit of time cooling, popped them out of the skins, mashed them up, and boom, ready to go. If you've never done this, you gotta do it, you gotta try it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. I'll give you your money back if you don't like it. Just try it. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon.